Hi everybody, welcome back. So today we're back on the doll's house and we're going to be making curtains for the bedroom that we've just done, which was the rainbow bedroom. So if you remember, it was pink and blue and it had different color rainbows. So I'm going to be using some of the Cricut designer fabrics. This is the Garden Girl sampler, so I've already used quite a bit of this one. Just to show you, I will show you with the others, but just to show you, it is quite a big piece. I've already cut quite a bit off of it. So I think these are 30 by 60 centimeters, and you get 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different colors, which is really great value for money. I think when people see the fabrics, they're like, you know, it looks so small, but I'll show you once I've unrolled this. This thing is like wrapped up. It is really great value for money. So the next thing I'm going to be using is a skewer with some beads. I'm also going to be using the washable fabric pens, also from Cricut. And then I'm going to put our Cricut sewing toolkit to good use. So I really love this toolkit. It's got everything I need. The other thing I am going to be using is my mini press, but if you don't have one, you can use an iron, you can use pretty much anything. So we're going to be doing this on our Cricut Maker 3. You could do it on a Maker as well. Unfortunately, you won't be able to do it on an Explore or on a Joy machine because you do need the rotary blade. So if you don't have that, you can do this with scissors. It is a super simple design. You can do it with scissors. If you only have the Explore or the Joy, what you can do is you can just get your machine to draw for you where you need it to cut, and then you can do it that way. So there are ways that you can work around it. So let's get to the design portion of this, and then we will get to making it. The design portion of our project is super simple. Obviously, the first thing you're going to want to do is measure the area that your curtain is going to be. So you obviously want to get your sizing correct. I've already measured mine, so we're just going to say new project. And what we're going to do is we're going to insert a square. We're going to unlock the square. So my entire curtain needs to be 24 by 14 centimeters wide. So I'm going to do one panel at a time. I would like to have a split curtain. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to have an extra 1 centimeter above and half a centimeter below and half a centimeter on either side. So that's an extra centimeter in width and an extra 1.5 in height. So I have to have in total an 8 centimeter width and a 25.5 height. Okay, so there I have it. Now what we're going to do is we're going to insert another shape. Now this one is going to be 1 centimeter wide. We're going to unlock that again by, what was it, 25.5 high. Let's see, oopsie. Let's see, yes, that's correct. Okay, so we're going to change this to a different color just to make it easier for us. So we can change this to pink if you want, if it makes it easier for you. Okay, and we're going to duplicate that. That's going to go here. Okay, we can duplicate that again. We can rotate that 90 degrees. And we can change this to 8. We can even do 7. It doesn't have to be 8. We can do 7. Okay, we're going to duplicate that. And we're going to put that at the bottom. Okay, now we're going to get to aligning these. So the first thing we're going to want to do is select our center pieces, and we're going to align that center horizontally. We're then going to select the bottom one. So as you can see on my side panel, I've only got the bottom and the main square selected. We're going to align that bottom. We're then going to attach that. Sorry, Control Z, we're going to group that. So those are the ones we want to group. Okay, we're going to send that to the back. And we're then going to select the side. So our side one and our main one, we're going to align that center vertically. And we're going to align that right. We're then going to select it and say group. So the reason I'm grouping this is when we align all of the different sections, so say I align the bottom, so I line it to bottom and then I try to do the top, it's going to move the bottom one. But if we've got it grouped, they're going to stay where they need to be. So this one again, center vertically, align left this time, and then group. We're going to send that to the back, and we're going to do our last one, which is the top. So I have made a mistake here, and I'm glad that I've picked it up. Our top is going to be 2 centimeter width, and we're going to align center horizontally and align top. And we're going to group that again. Okay, now we can duplicate this. And what we're going to do with this one is we're going to make it a 1 centimeter width. And we're going to stick that there. We're going to duplicate that. And we're going to make this a 0.5. So what I'm doing is I'm setting up a template to help me get my alignments correct. So let's just change the colors of these to make it easier for us. Let's make these gray. And make this one gray. Okay, and then we're going to duplicate this. We're going to put it to 0. We're going to increase our size to 25.5. And that's going to go on our sides. So right now, all I'm doing is creating a little template for myself. And you're going to see why in a second. Okay, so then we're going to go through our alignment process again. So align center horizontally and align top, and then group. Center back, select the side, align center vertically, align right, and then group. Center back, and the same again. Oh, I aligned it right instead of left. So again, align center vertically and align left, and then group. Okay, so what we have now, I'm just going to zoom out a bit. What we have now is we have a little template, and this is going to help us to figure out where we need to put our drawing lines. So now we can insert a line, and this line, so we need 2 lines. This one is going to be 25, or let's do 24, because it doesn't need to be all the way to the end, I'm sure. Well, let's do 25. And for this, we're going to change it from a score to a pen. Okay, and that needs to go there. We're going to duplicate that. That needs to go there. And then we're going to duplicate that. And we're going to make that 90 degrees rotation. We're going to change the size to 7, which is what we need across. And then we're going to duplicate that again. And we're going to stick it at the bottom. So now we can zoom back in so we can see that we're happy with what we've done. So it looks, the bottom one can move a bit. And the top one can move a bit. There we are. That looks pretty decent. So now we can go about ungrouping everything. Oopsie. Okay. So on our side panel, I like working on my side panels. I'm going to start deleting our little squares because we don't need those. Those were just to help us align things. So let's ungroup, ungroup, and we're just going to go about deleting all of our little squares. So the only square that we want left is our bottom one, which is our pink base. So which one is our side line square? This is the one we want to delete. Okay, so this is what we're left with. And what we're going to do now is we're going to select all of it and we're going to say attach. We're then going to duplicate that, and we now have 2 curtains ready to go. Now remember, if you want to scrunch your curtains, or you want to do pleats, or you want to do any of these fancy things, you are going to have to increase your width a bit. I've done it so that it's a very slight crease in the curtain. It's not a lot. And I'm quite happy with it. So basically what we've done is we've created a template where the machine is going to draw our fold lines for us. And because we're using a washable fabric pen, when we're done, we'll be able to wash it and that pen will wash right out. So line. Why do I have 5 lines? Because we got 2 sections. Okay, yes, this is perfect. So you can save this and then we can get to making it. Okay, so we are done with our design. Super simple. I do just want to show you our fabric. So you slide it out somewhere. I think it's the front. Yeah, so you slide it out there and you unroll this baby. Look at that. That is awesome. So I'm going to be using the plain pink today. That's what I'm going to be using, and as you can see, it is a large piece. This is great for quilting, it's great for Barbie doll stuff, it's great for patching up clothing, it's great for making clothing. I mean, you could, it's not going to make you a whole dress, but I have seen where they've used some of it for like, what do you call it, like patches. It's not patches. So I saw a baby dress that was done with this one. Looked absolutely beautiful. So there is so much that you can do with this. I think it's a super versatile fabric, and it is gorgeous. They have so many different ones available. I think you will find something that you like. So because our room is already so bright, as I said, I'm going with the pink, and if I want to at a later stage, I can of course add different types of, oh, I didn't fold that correctly, but it's fine. So if I want to at a later stage, I can add extra elements by using iron-on. I don't know if I'm going to do that though. So we're going to be using our fabric grip mat. Okay. And we're going to apply our fabric to our fabric grip mat. Okay, what you're going to want to do now is remove your fine point blade, and you're then going to insert your rotary blade and we're going to insert one of our washable fabric pens. Okay, so I have used the light cotton setting on Design Space because this is a cotton fabric. So I've used the light cotton setting and I've put more pressure. The reason I put more pressure is because last time it didn't quite cut as much as I wanted it to. Okay, we're going to test it just like any other material. Oh, it looks pretty decent to me. Okay, we can unload. Oops, we have a tiny piece that didn't cut. Tiniest piece ever that didn't cut through. I should be using my fabric scissors, but they're not in my reach at the moment. So we're just going to snip that. Okay, we'll put this away for just now. Don't lose our beads, those are important. Okay, now we can remove our fabric. Okay, we no longer need our machine for this, so I'm going to put it off, close it up. That's going to give us some more space to work on. Just dust our surface. And I've put my mini press on to heat up. So we're going to let that heat up and then we're going to get started on this. How cool is this little, it's a little mini Cricut and it's to keep your pins in. And this comes in your tool set, your sewing toolkit. So I have heated up my press and I'm just going to make this nice and flat. Sorry. Okay, now where our little blue lines are, that is exactly where we need to fold it. So the blue line should be in the middle of the fold. Okay. This is where our mini press comes in. Okay, so you will notice that the first one I pinned like this, which is incorrect. That is not the correct way to do it. So you want to be able to first of all hide your little seamies, if you can call it that, and you want to be able to slide something through. So the only way you're going to be able to do that is to do the sides first and then do the top and bottom. It's also just going to be a lot neater, so that's the way we're going to do it. Now, I don't claim to be an expert at this. I just want to do something nice for my kids. So please, if you see I'm doing something wrong, just know I'm not an expert at this. So I'm going to set up the sewing machine. I don't know if this is a good idea or a bad idea because I don't know how to use a sewing machine. So let's see how this goes. Okay, so I think I have the sewing machine sorted out. We're just gonna put this here. So we haven't used our sewing machine in so long, please don't judge it. Our poor sewing machine. This is supposed to go through here. Make sure your fabric's straight. That is important. Okay, this has been a journey in like half an hour. I just could not get this right, but I think I'm there. Oh, gosh. Okay, so we're going to try to do this again. And hopefully we get it right this time. I think I know where I went wrong. Oh, that was too fast. Okay, so please don't look at my sewing skills because they need a lot of work, but I'm quite proud because wow, I've never made anything like this on my own. Okay, well I have, like, I've hand sewn little pillowcases or whatever, but yes, it needs work, but whatever. It's for a doll's house, it'll be fine. So we're just gonna stick this through. Oopsie, I put them on the wrong way. So this one, I actually went and I measured it and I had done it too big. I didn't take into account the seam sizes, which adds an extra centimeter. So I've just, did it again. So I've just folded it back because it's going against the door anyway, so you're only going to see the front. So that's fine. Okay, so now to end it off, what I need to do is I need to put some hot glue in here. So very carefully, try not to burn your fingers. So scared because I burnt myself yesterday. I don't think it's, oh, it's not even on. Oh my goodness, it's not even on. Okay, we're gonna let it heat up for a little while, but what we're gonna do is we're gonna stick the glue in there, and that's gonna be the edging of our curtain, like so. How cool is that? Okay, let's let it warm up. So I had this smart idea, instead of having to clean up glue, I'm going to actually stick my bead onto some heat resistant tape like so. So it's over there, just so the glue doesn't ooze out the back. Are we're still, oh, it's still not on. Oh my goodness. I don't know what's up with today, but I feel accomplished because, I mean, I sewed. I did nick it on the corner here. You know, it's fine. Everything's fine. I feel like we shouldn't stress about silly things. So, that's fine. You can even make, I mean, if you're a more experienced sewer than me, you can even make little tie backs for it. And this, you can crimp this, obviously. Now remember, when I wash this blue will come out, so it's not like it's stuck there. With little tie backs. Oh, it's gonna be so cute. Oh, we got a hair now. Oh my goodness. Okay, we have life. Okay, so we've got some hot glue there, and we're going to stick our skewer in like so. We don't want it to come out the end. I mean, it can touch, but it mustn't come out like so. And then we're going to let that dry. It did dry. Oh my goodness. So obviously you're going to have to let your glue gun heat up, because that's what happened, is this just dried out before. I'm just so impatient. I just want to get it done. Oh, now that was too much. Okay, so the next thing you're going to do is you're obviously going to trim this. Now I need to go and measure it to see exactly where it needs to go. Okay, so we obviously want that to be nice and straight. I'm going to go and measure it. I'll be back now. Okay. I'm going to do the same process. And there we have our curtains! Yay! How cool is that? So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to stick this onto the wall. So the beads are going to act as a spacer between the curtain and the wall. So that is why I used beads. I do see that I just need to sew this little piece here, but it's fine. I'll do that by hand. And there we have it. How cool is that? That was simple. Come on. Okay, it wasn't that simple because I had to sew and I don't know how to do that. So that was fun. Anyway, I hope that this has given you some inspiration and that we'll be seeing a lot of Doll's House stuff coming very soon. What you can do is you can also, like we've got here, you can iron some pleats into it or some creases. And that'll help it sort of crease, because right now it's flat because I ironed it. But yeah, I hope that you've learned something today, and I can't wait to see you again soon.